it's Laura. So today I'm going to introduce a new project. So this is the Women Who Rock project, and it is a Pantastic Ladies collab project, and it was created by CeCe, Kim, and Ruth. So this project is all about amazing women, and the rules of this project are pretty flexible. So you can do it roulette style, you can bring them all in, you can finish things, you can have a usage goal. So for me, I'm bringing everything in at once, and then I have some things that are to finish and some things that are usage goals. Okay, so first up we have Spice Girls, and that is something you really want to pan. For me, that's this perfume sample from Bath & Body Works. This is in the scent You're the One. I had gotten to a point where I didn't have any perfume samples left, and now I've managed to accumulate a bunch again. I don't really have anything against perfume samples. I do think they're a good way to try perfume before you commit to a big bottle, but I have so many full-size perfumes that I really want to get through, and if I'm constantly taking breaks from them to use these, it just takes longer. So in the future, once my perfume collection is down, I definitely wouldn't mind having perfume samples, but right now they're just kind of getting in the way, so I'm going to use that up. So next up is Beyonce, and that's a female-owned brand. So for that, I'm putting in this Supergoop sunscreen. So this is just a sample. I haven't used it, so it's full, but my goal is to finish it. So next is Helen Ready, and the prompt for that is something that makes you feel confident. For me, whenever I wear a red lip, it makes me feel confident. So I'm putting in this Too Faced liquid lipstick in the shade Candy Cane, and my goal is to use it 5 times. Okay, next for Krista McAuliffe, something that rose to the occasion. I'm putting in this Paula's Choice exfoliating foil packet. So there was a time where I suffered really bad from eczema. I started getting it everywhere, like on my face, and nothing was helping. And then I remember seeing Tara Babies use Paula's Choice, and she was mentioning she kind of had similar skin issues and that Paula's Choice really worked for her. So I thought, why not? I literally have nothing to lose. So I tried it, and my eczema and irritation just cleared right up. So I love Paula's Choice. So that's why I'm putting that in for that. And my goal is to finish the foil packet. Next for Rachel Platten, it's something you have to fight to use up or fight to open. I'm putting in this Belief moisturizer. I do like this moisturizer, but it irritates my skin, so I can only use it in the summertime. And summer's almost over, so I want to get that used up, so I'm going to put that in for that, and my goal is to finish it. Next is Rosa Parks, and that is a stand-up product, and for me, I think soap is a stand-up product. I'm not a very overly smelly person, but I can get a little smelly in the summer, so soap, yeah, that's a good one. So I'm just putting in this Dial Bar soap. My goal is to finish it. Next is Princess Diana, and that is something that is tough but beautiful. So I'm putting in this e.l.f. eyeshadow. This is in the shade Galaxy. So this is like a liquid, sparkly kind of shade. And it's really pretty, but it is a little bit on the darker side. And I feel like dark eyeshadow doesn't really look that great on me. Now, I haven't tried this yet, so I'm not sure how it's going to look, but my goal is to use it 5 times. Next is for Anne Frank, and that is something that makes you feel brave. I really had a hard time thinking of a product for this. I don't really know what would make me feel brave. I'm not really the kind of person who has to wear makeup when I leave the house. I don't care about that. I just wear makeup because it's really fun and it makes me feel like an artist. I don't know. And I don't really feel brave when I'm trying out new techniques or anything, so I just kind of went in a slightly different direction. I'm picking a shade from this Urban Decay Vice palette that's called Heroine. this dark blue shade. So heroine is the female word for hero. Usually heroes do brave things, so we're just gonna go with that, and my goal is just to use it 10 times. So next is Jane Goodall, and that is a cruelty-free product. For that, I'm choosing this e.l.f. toner. I haven't used it yet, and my goal is to finish it. Next, for Martina McBride, that is something that makes you feel beautiful. So I'm going to put in this Wet n Wild concealer. Like I said, I don't necessarily need makeup to make me feel beautiful or anything, but since I do wear makeup a lot, if I happen to not wear it, people always think I'm sick. So I feel like concealer just at least makes me look like awake and not sick. So we're going to do that, and my goal is to finish it. Next, for Katy Perry, something that makes you feel fierce, I'm putting in a liquid lipstick from KVD Beauty. Always feel fierce when I'm wearing a winged eyeliner, so and my goal is to finish it. For Sacagawea, it's something that helps your skin or your makeup. I'm going to put in this e.l.f. moisturizer because I have dry skin and moisturizer really helps me out, and my goal is to finish it. Next, for Frida Kahlo, that is something pop culture or Latino. I really don't have anything that's pop culture. The really only thing I had was that Sailor Moon lip balm, but I had already used that. Yeah, I don't really buy those like collaboration with pop culture things. Anyway, so I'm going to go the Latino route, and I'm putting in this Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette, and my goal is just to use it 10 times. Next, for Madeline Albright, so that is something in your collection that wants to be noticed. So I'm going to put in this Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and my goal is to hit pan on one of the shades. I'm thinking it's probably going to be this one. I tend to hit pan on crease shades more easily, so I'm thinking it's that one, but whichever one comes first is fine. These Wet n Wild palettes have been calling my name since I got them, because a few years ago I tried panning the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, and I loved that palette, one of my favorite palettes, and I've been really itching to use a Wet n Wild palette again since then. So those ones have been calling my name. Next is for Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and that is a 9-pan palette that you're going to use 9 times. I'm putting in this Venus Marble palette. I got this when I was living in Japan. So the goal for that is to use it 9 times. Okay, so next is for Harriet Tubman, and that is a Black-owned beauty brand. I unfortunately don't have anything from a Black-owned beauty brand at the moment. Not that I could think of. I tried Googling brands and I just really don't have anything. So I had to like stretch this one a little bit. So I'm bringing in this Supernova palette from BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to bring in the shade called Stella, because Stella means star. And I believe Harriet Tubman followed the North Star when she was escaping one of the times. So that's where that comes from. I hope that's okay. And my goal is just to use it 10 times. Next, for Julia Child, that is a food-themed item. So I'm bringing in this Too Faced Do You foundation. It's infused with watermelon and cucumber. So this is in the shade Porcelain. I haven't tried it yet, so hopefully it's a good match and hopefully I like it. But we'll see. My goal is to finish it. For Serena Williams, it's something that you used to hate but now love. And for me, that's cream eyeshadow. I used to not like cream shadow at all because years ago I tried these Revlon cream shadows that came in like a palette. They were like potted. They were horrible. Probably one of the worst products I have ever tried in my entire life. no matter what, they were just always creased and were greasy, and like even if I set them with powder eyeshadow, even if I only used the littlest teeny bit amount, it just didn't work. I just did not like those, so I kind of like stayed away from cream eyeshadow after that. But recently I had gotten a cream eyeshadow from Laura Geller, and to use it up I was using it as a base for my eyeshadow, and I fell in love. I felt like it made my eyeshadow so vibrant and last way longer than an eyeshadow primer. So I bought more and decided that I'm going to be using shadow sticks as primer instead of like eyeshadow primer, and I really like it. So I got a few from e.l.f. and this is one of them. So this is how much I have for this one. So this one's still fairly new, but I have used it a bunch of times. I am wearing it under my eyeshadow today. And I'm going to make my goal to finish this. I'm not sure if that's going to happen because I have a bunch of colors that I kind of bounce between, but this project is a year long, so maybe I could do it. Next for Maya Angelou, that is something that volumizes or plumps. So I'm bringing in this Garnier Fructis shampoo. This is a volumizing shampoo. So this is yet another one of those things that has been kicking around in our bathroom since I got here. And it's almost done too, like it's literally down to here. So there's really not much left in there, so that shouldn't take too long. And the last one is Marie Curie, and that is something newly discovered. I kind of had a hard time with this. I feel like I haven't really discovered anything super recent, like maybe cream eyeshadow sticks, but I already have that for a different prompt. So I decided to go with Asian makeup because before moving to Japan, I had never really tried any Asian makeup. And then obviously living in Japan, I was able to try some. So I'm going to bring in this powder from Crayon Touch Me. So this is a powder I had got from the 100 yen store in Japan. And my goal is to finish it. Okay, that's everything. I'll see you next time. Bye!